Have you ever wondered how one of the world's most intriguing civilizations came to be? Today, we delve into the dawn of Egyptian civilization, a time that still captivates the minds of historians and enthusiasts alike. Picture the world around 5,000 years ago, specifically around 3100 BC. The lands of Egypt, then divided into upper and lower regions, were on the brink of a monumental shift. A visionary leader emerged from the annals of time, a man known as King Menes. With an audacious dream and unyielding resolve, Menes embarked on a mission to unify these two distinct regions. Under his reign, Upper and Lower Egypt became one, marking the commencement of what we now know as the First Dynasty. This unification, however, was not merely a political maneuver, it was the dawn of a new era, a beacon that illuminated the path for an advanced civilization that would shape the course of history. Now you may wonder what fueled the rise of this civilization. The answer lies in the life-giving waters of the Nile River. The Nile, with its predictable flooding, provided fertile lands that became the lifeblood of this burgeoning civilization. It was this river that enabled the Egyptians to develop sustainable agriculture, thus laying the groundwork for a stable economy and the growth of urban centres. The Nile's influence extended beyond sustenance. It was a highway that facilitated trade, a source of papyrus for writing, and a sacred waterway associated with life and death. The river's significance was deeply ingrained in the Egyptian psyche, shaping their cultural, spiritual, and daily lives. And thus, the stage was set for a civilization that would leave an indelible mark on the annals of history. From the ashes of division rose a unified Egypt, poised to embark on a journey that would see the birth of marvels like the pyramids and the Sphinx, the worship of a pantheon of gods, and a way of life that continues to fascinate us to this day. Now, what could possibly symbolize ancient Egypt more profoundly than its enigmatic pyramids? These colossal structures, the most famous of which are the pyramids of Giza, are a testament to the architectural prowess and ingenuity of the ancient Egyptians. They were not just feats of engineering, but also enduring symbols of power and faith. Constructed more than 4,000 years ago, the pyramids were built with a precision that still baffles modern architects and engineers. Just think about it. Without the aid of modern technology, the ancient Egyptians managed to erect these massive structures with an accuracy that we would find challenging even today. This feat becomes even more remarkable when you consider that the Great Pyramid of Giza, the largest of the three, was made from over 2 million blocks of stone, each weighing an average of 2.5 tons. But why did they go through all this trouble? Well, the pyramids were not mere monuments of vanity. They served a much more sacred purpose. They were, in fact, tombs for the pharaohs, the god-kings of ancient Egypt. The Egyptians believed that the pharaohs in death became one with the gods. The pyramids, therefore, were designed to protect their mortal remains and ensure their safe passage to the afterlife. Creating these pyramids was no small task. It required an enormous amount of labour and resources. Some estimates suggest that it took 20 years and a workforce of 20,000 to build the Great Pyramid of Giza. The workers were not slaves, as is often wrongly assumed, but paid labourers who took great pride in their work, which was considered a service to the gods. The pyramids, with their massive size and intricate inner chambers, are a marvel of ancient engineering. They represent the peak of the pyramid-building era and stand as a testament to the grandeur of a civilization that dared to reach for the stars. Today, they continue to captivate us, reminding us of the time when a civilization, armed with nothing more than determination, faith, and a keen understanding of the stars and the earth, dared to build towards the heavens. The pyramids stand as a testament to the grandeur of a civilization that dared to reach for the stars. But the pyramids were not the only marvels the ancient Egyptians created, were they? Indeed, as we shift our gaze from the pyramids, we encounter the enigmatic Sphinx, a staggering monument with a lion's body and a human head. The Sphinx is a testament to the Egyptians' architectural prowess and creative ingenuity. It's believed to symbolize the pharaoh's divine power, embodying both the physical strength of a lion and the intellectual might of a human. A guardian of sacred sites, it stands as a sentinel, a silent witness to the sands of time. But the Sphinx is just one piece of a much larger puzzle. To truly appreciate the grandeur of ancient Egypt, we must delve into the heart of their belief system, their pantheon of gods. The ancient Egyptians were a deeply religious people with a complex tapestry of gods and goddesses. From the sun god Ra, who was believed to traverse the sky each day in a solar boat, to the goddess Isis, the mother of all pharaohs, their deities were as varied as the elements of nature they represented. Religion was not just a matter of faith for the ancient Egyptians. No, it was far more pervasive, shaping every aspect of their life. Their daily routines, their laws, their festivals, everything was imbued with a sense of the divine. They believed in an afterlife, a realm where the soul would continue its journey. This belief led them to construct tombs filled with treasures to ensure a comfortable journey for the departed soul. The gods were not just figures of worship, they were guides, protectors, and sometimes enforcers of justice. Each god played a role in the cosmic order, maintaining the balance between the forces of chaos and harmony. In the eyes of the ancients, the divine was deeply intertwined with the mortal, shaping their worldview and their monumental creations. The Sphinx, the pyramids, the intricate rituals, they all bear witness to a civilization that saw the divine hand in every grain of sand, every ray of sun, every ripple on the Nile. Beyond the grand monuments and complex deities, what was life like for the ordinary citizen of ancient Egypt? Imagine yourself in a bustling city along the Nile, where the sun blazes hot and the river's cool waves offer a refreshing respite. This is where the common folk of ancient Egypt once lived, their lives intricately tied to the rhythm of the river and the land around it. The social structure of ancient Egypt was a pyramid of its own, with the pharaoh at the top and the labouring classes at the base. The majority were farmers, toiling under the scorching sun to cultivate wheat and barley, the lifeblood of the nation's economy. Beyond those fields, there were craftsmen, artists, and scribes. The skill of the artisans was unparalleled, their workmanship evident in the magnificent statues and jewellery that have survived the sands of time. Scribes held a privileged position, their knowledge of hieroglyphics a key to administrative and religious affairs. Ancient Egyptians were not just labourers and artisans, but also pioneers in various fields. They made significant strides in medicine, using herbs and incantations to treat ailments. They understood the importance of cleanliness and hygiene, a knowledge that helped them prevent many diseases. In the realm of the arts, they created enchanting music, dance, and literature. Their love for storytelling is evident in the many tales that have been passed down through generations. Tales that give us a glimpse into their beliefs, their fears, and their hopes. Despite the harsh desert environment, these people cherished life. They celebrated festivals, held grand feasts, and played games. They loved, they laughed, they wept, and they dreamed. In essence, they were not much different from us. Life in ancient Egypt was a blend of the mundane and the divine, the simple and the complex, just like the civilization itself. From the farmer tilling the fields to the scribe penning down hieroglyphs, from the artisan crafting a necklace to the doctor treating a patient, each played their part in shaping this fascinating civilization, each thread contributing to the grand tapestry that was ancient Egypt. Every story, no matter how grand, has an ending. But what led to the fall of this remarkable civilization? Ancient Egypt, once a pinnacle of human achievement, was not immune to the sands of time. The decline of this great civilization was not a sudden event, but a gradual descent, a culmination of several factors. It is a tale of political instability, external invasions, and economic difficulties that slowly chipped away at the foundations of its grandeur. The political turmoil that plagued Egypt towards the end of its empire was like a storm brewing over the Nile. Disputes over succession, power struggles within the royal family, and the division of the kingdom into smaller states led to a weakening of central authority. As the strong leadership that had once guided Egypt faltered, so too did the strength of the civilization. Like a river eroding its banks, invasions from foreign lands further wore down the resilience of ancient Egypt. The Assyrians, Persians, and finally the Greeks each left their mark, pulling the civilization further from its former glory. These invasions not only disrupted the political landscape, but also influenced the cultural and religious practices of the Egyptian people, further diluting the unique identity that had once defined them. The economic difficulties that Egypt faced were no less significant. The The expense of building monumental structures, coupled with the cost of warfare and the loss of valuable trade routes, put a strain on the economy. The wealth that had once flowed like the Nile began to ebb, leading to the deterioration of living standards and a rise in social unrest. The final blow, however, came in the form of the Roman conquest in 30 BC. With this, the last native dynasty came to an end, and Egypt was absorbed into the Roman Empire. The grand civilization that had once stood tall and proud was now but a province in a larger empire. And so the sun set on the civilization of ancient Egypt, leaving behind a legacy that continues to intrigue and inspire us to this day.